Just when I think I'm done, they suck me back in. I just finished recording my reaction to the Tevat chapter interlude teaser for whatever for Genshin Impact, where they reveal the designs of the shades. And here we go. Honkai Star Rail has a big trailer that I should probably be reacting to as well. Here it is. Honkai Star Rail X Fate UBW Collab PV, A Long Faded Meaning. So it's 2.5 minutes, so at least this one is not a 9-minute trailer, so this one should not be as long. So if you would like to see more of my React content, keep an eye out for it on the channel. We will probably be also playing through probably not the day of, but eventually we'll be playing through the Honkai Star Rail Fate Collab live, and we'll be doing that over the course of this and next week. I'm going to be very busy this weekend. My cousin is graduating, and I'm going to be at her graduation party this weekend, so I will be busy, plus I'll be at work. I have work this weekend, and I'm not going to have a lot of time. I'm probably just going to get home, edit some of the pre-recorded stuff I have, and then go to bed. Which is going to include videos like this. Alrighty. A long faded meeting. Thank you for your hard work, Director Sparkle. Filming a trailer is already such a hassle. I can't even imagine how much work the actual thing will take. But your contract ends here. The rest of the story will be left to our guests to unfold. What? Let the battle continue. It's over already. Special note, voiceover languages of the current collaboration characters are only available in Japanese, Chinese, and Korean. For more details, refer to the official announcement. Yeah, I know, because Saber and Archer will only be in Japanese. Because of the anime, or there's various reasons. As well as Lancer as well. So we have Saber, Archer, Lancer, Male Trailblazer, Sparkle, Aventurine, Boot Hill, and Pom Pom. I've been waiting for Sparkle to show up in one of these Fate trailers because I feel like she would be a great Rin stand-in. I've been talking about that for a while. A lot of people don't know this about Honkai Star Rail. It does, if Fate technically takes place on Earth, Earth exists in the Honkai Star Rail setting. But Honkai Star Rail takes place like in the year like 2029 roughly, give or take a few years. Might be 2032, I don't remember. But long story short, Fate UBW takes place in like 2004. So like for people complaining that Rin isn't going to show up, Rin would be like in her 50s. She was like 18 or 19 during UBW. And it's been like 25 years since then. She'd be like in her late 40s. Early 50s. Anyway, a long faded meaning. I saw hell with my own eyes. Alright. That's kind of how Archer became a heroic spirit, if I remember correctly. Cut! Boot Hill moving the spear. Alright, here we go, we're summoning. Pom Pom! Wait, that's not the logo. That was Archer. That wasn't a Hunt logo. Summon Saber. Does your household provide meals? She's always stuffing her face. The Holy Grail reality show. Fate Star Rail is officially on. Oh, we saw some of this fighting in the actual trailer for the 3.4 version. Which means this cutscene might actually be in-game. The iconic blade works. Man, I've missed Sparkle being relevant to the plot. Aventurine is going to be taking the role of our Gilgamesh, I guess. Alright, command seal time. That's some parallels. Torrent of shining light, feel its wrath. Excalibur. Man, a Venturine can't catch a break, can he? Fate Star Rail. Cut. Gather around, everyone. Let's go take a photo. Where did Lancer go? Anyone see him? Oh. He's MIA. Alright. Let's see. We have, like, some people just film. I recognize some of these characters. Like, this is one of the heads of the Bloodhound family. Well, not one of the heads, one of the high-ranking officers. Poor Lancer, though. Lancer's not going to catch a break. Lancer isn't even going to be playable. I feel bad for Lancer. Well, this was really fun. So let's go back and look at it with a little bit of a closer fine-tooth comb. So we see... For spoilers, I get spoiler warning. The last spoiler warning you're going to get for those who haven't watched Fate Unlimited Blade Works. This is Shiro Emiya. And we're seeing what I assume is Fuyuki here. Or the world being ruined or destroyed. That's the trace on effect. To become a hero. And I guess none of that matters because it was all a fake trailer because Sparkle is involved. And we can take none of this seriously because Sparkle is here. But it's also we're getting Director Sparkle. Notable, Director Sparkle is here. Last seen in the 2.3 Trailblaze mission. Boot Hill messing around with the spear. This is the Holy Grail. I guess this is what Odie's Holy Grail looks like. No, still no clue where he got one. I hope that gets explained at some point. He is like 10 Amber Eras old, so he might just have been around when it was made. Who's not here? This is your first day on a variety show? The actor from next door is almost here. Alright. I love that we're using the special passes to summon them via train. And this is real. This is just a really nice touch here. I like the fact that instead of like the Hunt logo, or like, actually the Hunt logo doesn't look too different from this. We get Archer. Servant Archer. Meanwhile, the door is just still open, and then she walks out on her own. There she is, Artoria Pendragon, Servant, Saber. I love this font. Like how the sword makes the length of the B. That's really cool. So we see Lancer here with Boot Hill. They've definitely been paired together. And if you've been watching the Keeping Up with Star Rails, it was also revealed that Scott is also here. And they will be paired with, I think, the servant that is possessing and is or fused with Mr. Rekka. So who knows what's going to be going on in this storyline. Chronologically, I assume it's going to be taking place post 2.6 story. Since I don't see any Stellaron hunters here, they've been left off planet at this point. And I don't see Sunday getting involved. Also, isn't Robin supposed to be here? I thought Robin was going to be participating. We don't see Robin in this trailer at all. But I also do love to see here that we see Archer using his trace on in order to replicate the Trailblazer's bat. Which he does do in his idle animation from what we've seen in previous trailers as well. I wonder if we're ever going to get a backstory for the Curio that is the Trailblazer's bat. I feel like we should have gotten one at this point. I don't remember if we did. Unlimited Blade Works, of course, being the signature Noble Phantasm of Archer. Sparkle seems to be super excited here. Aventurine. Blotting out the sky, dropping... Oh, he's got the Holy Grail in his hand at this point as well. So I guess he will be taking the role of our Gilgamesh in our Fate story. It seems pretty obvious at this point that that's going to be the role that Aventurine will be playing. And then he gets nuked with the anti-fortress Noble Phantasm Excalibur. As you do. Noble Phantasms, for lack of a better word, we'll just say that's the ultimates of the servants in the Fate universe. For those of you who are not Fate fans, that's probably the best equivalent I can offer. And I do like that they decided to make the characters' ults their noble phantasms. Oh, look, she's holding the grail here. This is a nice photo, and this is probably what we're going to use in the thumbnail, to be honest. With Lancer not being here, he got beat up, I guess. A fun pun on the gag, I guess, from spin-offs like Carnival Phantasm, where Lancer always gets killed at some point or another. I like Lancer. He's Cuchulainn or Chuchulainn, however you pronounce that. And he always seems to get the short end of the stick. The fanon loves to meme on him. And I guess we'll get to see them paired with Boothill to some extent. So, looking forward to the story. If you are watching this video, the story might already be out by this point. So a lot of this might not be relevant. Because the story should be coming out in like a day. I'm recording this on the 9th, and the 11th is not too far away. Anyway, that is all I have to say. I have a lot of editing to get to, and I have a huge backlog of editing to get through. I'm going to be non-stop editing, probably from now through Sunday. I have a One Piece chapter to record my reaction to on Sunday, so it's going to be a busy weekend for me. Like I said, I might not get to everything in a timely manner this week, just because there's so much for me to get through. And if you want to stay up to date on all that, the best way to stay informed is join the Discord. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to the channel or ring the bell. That's not important to me. Until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.